Hi guys, this is more of a serious video. Unfortunately, I was hoping I wouldn't have to make another one of these types of videos by the end of the year. And it's kind of unfortunately, a full circle moment because at the start of the year we lost David Lynch in January, and now we've lost another Hollywood film directing legend, Rob Reiner. Um, and this is the most shocking celebrity death of the year. We've had a lot. Obviously, we have celebrity deaths all the time. Like recently, we had the actor from Pulp Fiction, and he was also in The Mask. The usual suspects that died. We had Gene Hackman and his wife, um, and his dog as well, pass away earlier on in the year, and that was really fucking sad. Like obviously, all deaths are sad, but that one was very, very fucking sad. Then David Lynch, of course, um, start of the year, and then who else? And we also had we had Michael Madsen as well in the summer. So this one was just the most shocking because not only was it unexpected, but Rob Reiner, from what I know of, didn't have any. Obviously, I didn't know him. Didn't have any health problems, and I woke up this morning, went in, talked to one of my family members. He was like, "Oh, did you hear about Rob Reiner?" I went, "What? Well, what about him?" I was thinking, "Oh fuck, he's after dying." But in my head, I was thinking, okay, he was in his 70s. He maybe had like underlying health condition, a heart attack, blah 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 blah. Then I was told him and his wife got murdered. That he was now originally we thought they were shot dead, but turns out no, they were both stabbed to death, and turns out it was their son that did it. Him and his wife passed away, um, which is so fucked up. So rest in peace, Rob Reiner. The man made some great movies. Stand by Me is a fucking classic. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. I reviewed it on the channel. Misery as well, or I reviewed that on the channel, and that's a brilliant horror film as well. That's one of my favorite adaptations. They're probably two of his films that I've watched the most. I'd say are those two. Um, Great Stephen King adaptations, and then like When Harry Met Sally is amazing. I love that film. It's so funny. Like I've quoted that coffee table thing because obviously that audio was also used for test footage for Toy Story. But I quote that. Obviously, I quote the "I'll have what she's having," which is actually Rob Reiner's mother that said that. Um, and then the other thing is yeah, the other film is The Princess Bride. That is another one of my all-time favorites as well. That movie is one. That's another one of the most quotable ones that I quote so much. The "Hello, my name is Amelia Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die." Offer me money, and then the "I want my father back, you son of a bitch." Oh, like, and then even the inconceivable. Like that movie's a comfy comfort film. I love it. I love that film. It's one of the best fantasy, romance, comedic love stories ever, and I love it. And then The Sure Thing as well. The Sure Thing. Um, I only actually realized that there was a "there" in the title this year because of the German Blu-ray I have of it. That is a great John Cusack film as well. Obviously, he was in Stand By Me as well, but I watched that one Christmas. I was like, this is a fucking great movie. I really loved The Sure Thing. I was gonna actually rewatch. It was actually coincidentally I was gonna rewatch a bunch of his films and review them, and now I've even more of a reason to do it, and I'm gonna dedicate the reviews to him. So I'm gonna do the ones that I've seen that I haven't reviewed yet that I own. But The Sure Thing, great film, great teen comedy, very feel good as well. Um, you know, and this is Spinal Tap, one of the best mockumentaries ever made. I could be wrong. I would not be surprised if this is Spinal Tap inspired stuff like The Office and Parks and Recreation, and both versions of The Office, the UK and the US one. Parks and Recreation, Modern Family, that kind of mockumentary style. Fran, of course, that kind of mockumentary style. Um, filmmaking technique. Obviously some of them would have been inspired by The Office, but yeah. And then this year we got Spinal Tap 2. This is Spinal Tap, I think, was one of his first films. It was like 1980 that we got that. And now we have a follow up this year, 2025, and Rob Reiner was in it and he directed it. And that was originally one of the other reasons I was gonna review his films to build up to that. But he's now passed away because of homicide, and it's really sad. There's police cars everywhere. Larry David and Billy Crystal were actually seen as well. Billy Crystal looks shocked and upset. Obviously, he was really good friends with him because obviously, you know, he was in a lot of Rob Reiner's films. He's in This Is Spinal Tap. He's in The Princess Bride. He's in When Harry Met Sally and the When Harry Met Sally 2 short film. I think he's in the new Spinal Tap as well. He's also in Throw Mama from the Train, and Rob Reiner was in that as well, which I've reviewed that as well on the channel. Um, you know, and that's a great comedy. And then he's also in like he's also a great actor. Like he was in a lot of his films, but he was also in Sleepless in Seattle with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan and Bill Pullman. He was in the Wolf of Wall Street, where he was fucking hilarious in that film. The hello, the bit where he's like, "Who the fuck has the gall to call me on a Tuesday night?" And then he gets into the posh accent. Hello, hi Jerry. I missed the fucking Fall Guy. Fall Guy's on Tuesday or something. Like he was such a funny actor. Great guy. It's disturbing. When the whole Charlie Kirk thing happened, he was only like talking, I think, on Pierce Morgan or something about it. Yeah, it's just really sad. But his movies are brilliant, and he was so great at doing other genres. Like there's other films that I haven't seen. I haven't actually seen A Few Good Men. Um, which has the iconic line, "I want the truth. You can't handle the truth." You know, like haven't seen that. I haven't seen The Bucket List with Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman. That's another thing. All the people he's worked with: Jack Nicholson, Morgan Freeman, Billy Crystal. He's in films with Danny DeVito, Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ethan Suplee. He's worked with Martin Scorsese, Jonah Hill, John Bernthal, fucking, you know, Harry Shearer, who's the voice of Ned Flanders. He's worked with Chris Sarandon. He's also in a film. He's in that film Bullets Over Broadway as well, which I haven't seen, but I know Jennifer Tilly's in that. He's worked with her. Two Chucky actors as well. Um, the man's a legend, and it was all over the news and every news outlet in America, the UK, Ireland, everywhere. It's heartbreaking, heartbreaking. So rest in peace, Rob Reiner, and rest in peace to his wife as well. I have to also. His wife passed away, of course. I'm not 100% sure if she done anything in the industry, but it's awful. It's awful that she passed away as well. Rest in peace. I think we all need to remember that, like, obviously we do mention the wife, but she also did lose her life as well. And we do need to, like, obviously we need to, like, kind of pay tribute to her as well. Like, obviously Rob Reiner's a legend in the filmmaking world, but we do need to pay tribute to his wife as well. And the man seemed like a sweetheart, a gentleman, one of the nicest directors in Hollywood. It's actually really, really sad, especially the circumstance and how it happened. I remember watching um commentary to Stand By Me, or a little bit of a commentary. He's there behind the scenes. He's obviously in This Is Spinal Tap as the guy making the documentary. He's the guy that goes, "Why don't you make 10 a little louder and do that?" And the guy goes, "These go to 11." So many of his films have so much iconic dialogue, A Few Good Men, as I said, I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. And then you have Misery with the there's nothing to worry about. You're gonna be just fine. Or it's okay, I'm your number one fan. And then Stand By Me, does Stand By Me have any it's not like there's a memorable dialogue, but I'm saying like the most well known and then like hello, my name is Amelia Montoya. You killed my father, prepared to die. And then the inconceivable, like, and then I'll have what she's having. Like that's been all of this has been quoted so much, and even other lines from other films like Stand By Me, they suck my fat one, the even little lines like big fucking deal, or I'm gonna rip your head off and shit down your neck. He's just so much memorable stuff in pop culture. He's also worked with Tim Robbins as well. He was in The Sure Thing, and John Cusack, of course. The guy that was in Total Recall and Twins and Birdie and Nightmare on Elm Street Part Two. I don't know the actor's name. Um, I think he's probably worked with Stephen King. Did Stephen King have a cameo? Stand By Me. I can't remember. I think he might have. There's Demi Moore that he worked with. I don't know if he worked with Janine Garofalo. I think it was Demi Moore. Yeah, Kevin Bacon, of course, he worked with A Few Good Men. Tom Cruise, of course, worked with him. But yeah, guys, rest in peace, Rob Reiner. You are a legend. Rest in peace to his wife, of course, as well. I said I kind of went off topic. Um, you will be missed, and guys, appreciate life because it's short. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys later, and I'm about to go live streaming now. Bye.